I just finished watching Danny Garcia win a unanimous 12-round decision over Zab Judah. This fight was a very good example of how styles make fights. In case anyone was in any doubt, the saying styles make fights is actually true. Yeah, and this was a very good example. Amir Khan destroyed Zab Judah a couple years ago. He destroyed him. 5 rounds. The fight wasn't competitive in any way. Judah didn't have no success at all versus Amir Khan. Amir Khan, with his speed, he just overwhelmed Zab Judah with the speed. Judah couldn't handle all the punches coming at him. Straight punches, accurate punches. He couldn't handle it. And then a couple fights along the line, Khan went in against Garcia, and Garcia knocks Khan out. And here tonight, we had Garcia against Judah. Yeah, he was pushing Judah around early, but late in the fight, Judah came on strong. All right, and Garcia could not do what Khan did, and that is get Zab Judah out of there. Even though Garcia probably hits a lot harder than Khan, he just couldn't get him out of there because styles make fights. Khan throws straight shots, harder to get away from. He's better from long range. Faster hands, faster feet. You get what I'm saying? So styles make fights, man. This is what people need to understand. A lot of people still don't seem to realize that it's, as Dwyer always says, boxing is rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, this is chess, not checkers. So anyway, let's talk about the fight. Garcia was basically bullying Judah, throughout the middle portion of the fight. The first couple rounds was, fairly close. I think I gave Judah the third or the fourth round, but the rest to Danny Garcia, the rest of the early rounds. Garcia intimidated Judah early on with his power, right? And I did see some subtle improvements in there from Garcia. I think his balance has improved slightly. Garcia seems to struggle with movement, but tonight I saw some improvement with his balance, right? When he's moving, he can throw punches a little bit better when he's on the move. Still don't have amazing balance, but it's definitely improving. I saw an improved right hand in there. He was throwing the right hand. He intimidated Judah with the right hand. I know Danny Garcia is most known for his left hook, but his right hand was his best shot in this fight. And yeah, like I say, from about the fourth, fifth round, he really started beating up Zab Judah. I think he hurt Judah in the 8th pretty badly. Couldn't put him away though. Just couldn't put him away. But then I think it was the 9th or the 10th round, Judah came back, hurt Danny Garcia badly. Now there was one point where Judah landed a left hand on Danny Garcia's chin, and I could tell immediately from the look of Danny Garcia's face, from his body language, that he was seriously hurt. All right, he was seriously hurt, but the commentators didn't even seem to pick up on it. And Zab Judah didn't even pick up on it, all right? Because there was some punches that Zab Judah did land earlier in the fight, which didn't hurt Garcia. They landed pretty flush, but Garcia wasn't hurt. But on this occasion, I could tell Garcia was hurt instantly. And as soon as he got hit from the shot, he started backpedaling. All of a sudden he got cautious. But Zab Judah, being typical Zab Judah, he didn't rise to the occasion and, go in and finish the show. He was so intimidated by Garcia's power, because Garcia had been putting a beating on him for most of the fight. He was so intimidated that he didn't let his hands go, and he didn't go in there to finish the show. But that was the first punch. And I think it was the round, it might have been in the same round or in the next round, he hit Danny Garcia with an even better left hand. And this time it was obvious to everyone that Danny Garcia was in trouble. He was hurt. But yet again, Judah did not let his hands go. He was so worried about Danny Garcia coming back with something. But when you got a guy hurt like that, 9 times out of 10, he ain't going to have the strength in his legs to get the leverage to hit you with anything spectacular. All right? And trust me, Danny Garcia was 1 or 2 punches away from getting knocked out in this fight. He was 1 or 2 punches away from getting knocked out, or at least getting knocked down. Yeah, but like I say, man, Judah didn't rise to the occasion. I don't want to take nothing away from Zab Judah. He's an old guy. He's a vet. He's been around, and respect to anyone that gets in that ring and trades punches for a living. These guys are warriors. You understand what I'm saying? So, nothing against Zab Judah, but this is what happens when his opportunity comes. He always lets it slip. And his opportunity came there late in the fight against Danny Garcia. He had the opportunity to have a spectacular win, but he just didn't grab it. And after the fight, Judah didn't even seem too disappointed. He just seemed happy to be there. And that sums up his attitude and why he never made it, at the elite level in boxing. Because when come crunch time, when it's crunch time, Zab Judah he fails to deliver. And it's the same here. And that's been the story of his career pretty much throughout. But, props to him. He showed a lot of heart. He got knocked down. I think it was the 8th round he got knocked down. It was just a flash knockdown, really. Judah wasn't hurt. He hit Danny Garcia with a left and he squared himself up. Danny Garcia hit him with a little right hand. Judah wasn't hurt at all. The punch just pushed him off balance. He got up straight away, no problem. But, yeah. Danny Garcia, I don't know whether Danny Garcia got exposed in this fight. You could say he got exposed, but to me personally, he didn't get exposed because I never really thought very highly of Danny Garcia, to start with. I've never been convinced that Danny Garcia is the best junior welterweight. Even when he beat Khan, it was a nice knockout and everything, but, he showed weaknesses in there against Khan, which I picked up on. Yeah, and this is something which a lot of people don't seem to pick up on. Whenever they see a guy knock someone out, they don't pick up on the weaknesses that the guy displays, even in his victories. Yeah, that's the thing that you have to look for when you're analyzing boxing. Don't just look at a guy's knockout and be overwhelmed by the KOs. Look at the things he done wrong in those fights where he won, and that's going to help you, predict how a fight is going to go in the future. You understand? And I saw certain things in the Khan fight from Danny Garcia, which I didn't like. You understand? And he did address some of them in this fight with Zab Judah. He did improve certain things here and there. I definitely have seen, a bit of an improvement, but there's still flaws. There's still problems. Most fighters have flaws. Pretty much all fighters have flaws, but flaws which, maybe are being ignored. That's what I mean. So, I don't necessarily believe that Garcia got exposed because, like I say, it depends on what you expected from him. I didn't expect him to necessarily knock out Khan early. Not Khan. Knock out Judah early like Khan did. I didn't necessarily expect him to do that because he's a different fighter to Khan. Different style, has different abilities. You get what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm still not convinced by Danny Garcia. So, yeah, man, it was, definitely a fair decision at the end of the day. And it was an interesting night of boxing where, if you want to say Garcia got exposed, I can understand it. Martinez got exposed, I guess you could say. Pretty much everyone got exposed except for Deontay Wilder. Imagine that. Everyone got exposed tonight except Deontay Wilder. But, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting now to see Garcia fight the winner of Matisse versus Peterson. For the record, Garcia thinks that Peterson is going to win that fight. And I've got a sneaky suspicion that he might be right on that. I've got a sneaky suspicion, but, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, yeah, let me know how you feel about this fight. How do you think it went? Does anyone want to see a rematch? If Zab Judah had the mentality of a true winner, he'd want a rematch. He'd want to try and take advantage in a rematch of what he did not take advantage of in those last 3-4 rounds, where he could have got Danny Garcia out there. He's gonna have to go look at the tape of the fight, and then he'll realize how close he was to knocking Danny Garcia out. But anyway, yeah, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this fight and all the fights tonight in general. This is Hatman. I'm out.